Cloud Platform Networking Fundamentals. In this course, we're going to go ahead and discuss the power of the Google Cloud Platform networking capabilities. My name is Joseph Holbrook, and I've been a cloud architect and a Google Cloud as well as an AWS cloud architect and data migration expert for several years. I'm really looking forward to talking about the power of the Google Cloud Network. Let's proceed and talk about the prerequisites for the course. The first recommended prerequisite is to have a basic knowledge of cloud technologies. For example, infrastructure as a service, platform, or software as a service, being able to identify a private cloud versus a public cloud, for example. However, not totally needed, but will certainly help you with some of the terminology. Having basic knowledge of Google Cloud. This course here, although it is a beginner to intermediate course, having some expertise in Google Cloud or playing around with the interface would at least get you started with learning some of the basics of cloud networking. That you are willing to learn GCP networking and that you have or will get around to signing up for a free trial account with Google Cloud. Quick note, as far as the free trial, just be aware that not all countries you may be eligible to get a free trial account or a $300 credit depending on your geo. Some of this may be regulated by your local authorities. Let's talk about the course overview. We're going to be discussing networking fundamentals. We're going to go ahead and do a demo first. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the console and point out the areas of focus that we'll be talking about in this course. This course here is really focused on networking. We won't touch compute, data storage, or APIs or development. This is mainly focused on networking capabilities. We're going to talk about software-defined networking and then briefly talk about Google's global networking infrastructure. We'll discuss what a virtual private cloud is and why it's important for your company to consider having a VPC. We'll talk about the capabilities of virtual networking in Google Cloud, some of the capabilities you'll want to know about. We'll talk about what a project is. A project is critical to understand when it comes to designing your cloud infrastructure, and therefore we'll touch on what a project is and how it relates to networking. We'll talk about networking basics like subnetting, IP addressing. We'll talk about virtual private networking. We'll also discuss load balancing and some of the capabilities around that feature set. We'll talk about auto-scaling, cloud interconnect and what it is. We'll talk about CDNs and some other networking features like DNS you may be wanting to know about as well. Another area that is important to understand is to know about what are the roles, IAM roles, basically access management roles that are available for networking capabilities, for example, between VM to VM or other data services. It's important to understand this area because when you design your cloud, one of the goals you should have is to design your network as robust but as secure as possible. We're going to do several networking demos. And then we'll go ahead and proceed on and make sure you know about some of these resources that can help you become successful with learning the Google Cloud Platform. Let's talk about the objectives of the course. The first is to gain an understanding of the Google Cloud Platform networking functionality and services. We'll talk about planning and assessing data network requirements. We'll help you gain an understanding of the networking features. We'll also walk you through how to set up basic networking services in the Google Cloud Platform, like a VPC, subnetting, DNS, for example. The Google Cloud Platform has a very robust networking feature set. We'll go ahead and talk about each of these features listed over to the left here, like content delivery, cloud DNS, IP addresses, specifically external IPs, and why they're important to understand as well. We'll talk about firewalls, load balancing, what is Cloud Interconnect, Cloud Network, Cloud Partner Interconnect, Cloud Router, Cloud Routes, Cloud Virtual Networks, and Cloud VPN. We'll make sure you have a good foundation of these services and hopefully give you enough ammunition to go back to your environments at work and hopefully make some improvements or hopefully get started. We will discuss all of these networking areas. GCP has an exciting portfolio. Let's proceed and talk about it.